Dr. Neeraj Patil, hailing from Karnataka's Kalaburagi, was appointed to the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party, which is currently in power in the United Kingdom. NEC is the highest decision making body in the Labour Party. Patil has previously worked in the National Health Service and served as councillor and mayor on Lambeth Council. He has even played a crucial role in the installation of the Basaveshwara statue in London, which was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015. Today, let us talk to Dr. Patil to know about his goals, his party's plans for the Indian origins in the UK, and the UK's relationship with India. And thank you so for doing this with us. And firstly, congratulations on the win of your party and also on. So, firstly, we want to ask you is that now that you have been elected to the National Executive Committee of the Labour's Party, what are your goals and immediate plans?
Thank you very much for your kind wishes. The priority is now is, you see, we went to the electorate with a manifesto which had 6 pledges in it. So now, as the NEC is the highest decision-making body in the Labour Party, now the role of NEC is now, okay, to help the Labour government to fulfill its manifesto commitments. There are 6 important manifesto commitments. One is increasing growth and productivity and bringing economic stability to Great Britain, reducing the waiting time in NHS, cutting down antisocial behavior, checking migration, recruiting 6,500 new teachers, and building a green Britain. So, in other words, making sure we are just not reliant too much on fossil fuels, but moving away from fossil fuels towards a green economy. So, these are the 6 important manifesto pledges which we made before the British electorate as a Labour Party. Now, the electorate has given us the gift, what we call it as 400 par. So now the the National Executive Committee and helps the Labour government to works in partnership, in strategic partnership, to ensure that we build a stable, viable, inclusive Britain.
Also, let's start with the climate crisis, like since you've already mentioned, and let's slowly go down to the other points as well. We know that the aim is for clean power by 2030, and of course, there is more need for solar energy, green energy. So, how is the Labour Party planning to work on this specifically?
As you know, the thing is the biggest challenge for the humanity, I mean, not this century or this country or this far, the biggest challenge faced by the humanity today is climate change. Now, ensuring that we go away from carbon producing energy to a carbon neutral energy, a green energy, at the same time not compromising on the economic productivity as well. So the way forward is, say, we have decided to build an energy company, a government-led energy company, what we call it as Great British Energy. So this government-led company will compete with the other 4 or 5 key private energy providers, so that there is more competition, the prices go down, and then the second thing is relying more on green energy. So creating more green jobs, creating more green economy. So the thing is, yes, job creation is very important, as you know, for any government. So if
Yeah.
we move away from fossil fuels towards green energy, now, how to produce green energy? Yeah, of course, you know better than anyone else. You know, green energy could be solar, could be tidal, you know. So
Right.
all this should generate more jobs and employment, and also increase productivity, and help the economy grow.
Right. Also, is there anything specific that you, as well as the Labour Party, plans to do for the Indian origin voters? If I'm not right, there are around 17 lakh voters that you reached out to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. See, the thing is, there are, if when it comes to Indian diaspora, okay, the challenges faced by the Indian diaspora is largely to do with immigration, having a fair immigration policy, and then secondly is, making sure the Indian students or Indian job seekers or who come to this country, they are treated fairly. They are in no way discriminated or made them feel insecure. That is important. So building what we call as building an inclusive Britain which welcomes talent from across the globe.
so can we expect, more visas this term?
See, this is again a very difficult question to answer, but the in a nutshell, you know, our party welcomes legal immigration. We need more doctors. We need software engineers. We need physiotherapists. We need, people who can come and positively contribute to the economy. So we, uh, uh, the thing is, we would, as you know, no country can prosper without having a proper immigration system. So we welcome positive immigration.
Right. Also, Islamophobia has been surging throughout Europe, especially considering the ongoing Israel Gaza war, and it is, of course, causing issues in the UK as well. Are there any steps that, are there any plans regarding these issues?
See, Labour Party, our party is a very inclusive party. We are against any kind of religious hatred. We are against Islamophobia. We are against anti-Semitism. We are against anti-Hinduism. And as an inclusive party, we we have zero tolerance towards any kind of religious hatred preached, practiced, or professed by anyone. So that is the thing. So yes, Islamophobia is a issue not just in the UK. It is an issue all over the world,
The world.
and this is something, we have to combat, because as you know, there are 4 or 5 major religions in the world. It's important to have a religious harmony between all the religions, so that is good for the economic prosperity of the globe.
True. So how does the Labour Party aim on solving the issues and bridging this gap with the Muslim community at least?
See, the thing is, Labour Party is committed to solving the Israel and Palestine issue. We strongly believe in a two-state solution. War is not a solution. Terrorism is not a solution. And the thing is, a two-state solution can only be achieved through political dialogue, negotiation, and compromise, and not through terrorism and war. And Labour Party would encourage all the stakeholders, Palestinians, Israelis, to come to the negotiating table, sit, negotiate, talk, and resolve. And we want a viable Palestine next to Israel, living in peace and harmony.
Also, can we know a bit about, let's come back home, and what about the India UK ties? I mean,
Uh,
it looks like
Yeah.
free trade agreement is still going to happen. Can we know more about the plans on this front?
See, I will. I am very confident the India UK trade agreement will be signed before the Diwali. And the reason why the free trade agreement was not signed was because you had a unstable conservative government. So probably India was not confident of of it. So that's why they were waiting for labor to take over the power. And so ab ki bar ab 400 par, and 400 par, we will sign a FTA agreement with India and celebrate Diwali.
What about the other things? How do you see the other bilateral relations going on apart from trade?
See, apart from trade, let me tell you, the the relationship between India and the UK is very deep. It's not just trade, but culturally, there is a strong relationship between Kingdom and India. Because today, if you come to London, I'm just giving you an example. Look at the Indian culture in London. You have so many Indian temples, mosques, churches of I'm talking Indian origin people doing all these brilliant things, and Indian origin doctors, Indian origin accountants, software engineers, almost some, I don't know the exact figure, but somewhere close to 10% of the London population is of Indian origin. And in parts of London, you have more black ethnic minority than the native people, and this reflects diversity. Like if you want to taste the best curry, everyone knows, go to Brick Lane, right? If you want to buy a best sari, go to South Hall. So if you want to visit a nice temple, then go to the Swami Narayan temple. And so this, so on and so forth. This a deep cultural, people to people relationship between India and UK, which is beyond trade or commerce or anything. And that is very deep. And now you have almost many third or fourth generation Indians who are British Indians now here, and they have ties with India. And I see this relationship would grow and nurture irrespective of which political party is ruling Britain. Be it conservative, be it Labour, be it another third political party, the relationship will continue to grow. And the cultural ties will continue to grow. And I see always a brighter India and a brighter UK with good bilateral relations between the two countries and its people.
Lastly, are there any specific policies or initiatives that you are particularly passionate about and plan to advocate for?
For the UK or for India, which area you
Uh,
mean?
I mean, for UK, and then let's also talk about India and the Indian population over there.
See, coming to India, UK, see, I'm a doctor. I've served in the NHS for 28 years. And one of the big challenges facing Great Britain is the NHS waiting times. And then NHS has been underfunded. We have aging population, NHS inflation is high. And there are huge challenges facing the NHS, wherein we have a duty to provide safe and quality healthcare citizens to our country. This is our manifesto commitment, and as a member of national executive committee, I want my party to deliver it. And as far as India is concerned, yes, we want a FTA agreement to be signed. We want more cultural ties between our two great nations, and we want we want India to prosper, and we say Bharat Mata ki jai and British Mata ki jai.
Well, that's a good note. And thank you so much for doing
Thank
this
you
with
very
us.
much.
Thank you.
Welcome.